Yes. No, no.
End of the over. Australia are now 9 for 1.
Yes.
Tucked away off his legs. They may get 3 out of this. Coming back to the third. And changed their mind on the turnaround. Throw back fairly accurate. Target 422. Big task ahead for Australia here. That's where we stand at present. Left-handed Harris on strike. Yet to get off the mark. That ball swinging back out as it carried through.
Wait.
Can't get through the covers. Mistimed. He's been hit on the body. Very aggressive field set by Pakistan. Just single in the over. R1, run for 2. Last ball of his second. And glanced off the legs. Nobody home. Going to come back for the second. And a nice return. Not quite timing. It's a little bit out. Well, that has hit the pitch and flew off like a rocket. Oh, brilliantly fielded. Zaman, the name befits you, son. Zaman diving to his right. And just can't get the gap. A lot of power wasted here. Pakistan bowling a very tight line and length. Have a look at the big eye after this delivery. And that one takes off in the air as well. A lot of lift off this pitch. It's moving away late, so there is a bit of swing, a little bit of swing each way, but nothing to really be concerned about. Over the top, we'll clear the field. One bouncing over the rope. First boundary of the innings. First test, second innings, run chase on. Vetran hardest level. Speed is 90 to 70, so the variation is of 20. And make no mistake about it, the game uses it to its advantage. Tries to just square drive that fielded at point there. Just moved him around a little wider cover point. I'll scamper for a quick single here. And bit of commotion out in the middle. The fielder's having a bit of fun. Bowler sees the batsman move across and bowls a slightly wider line. And that is going to race to the boundary. Intentions are made clear. A lot of runs to get and not a great deal of time. Australia would like to go out with a great batting performance. And Pakistan need to get their wickets. Oh, into the gap again. 2 back-to-back boundaries. Lovely batting. The ball staying low at times, as you've seen there. The last couple have gone over the batsman's head, and that one stayed very low, about pad height. That one through to the keeper. None for 24. Yeah, a lot of swing, but the ball's not really darting off the wicket a great deal. Oh, I know why. Oh, it is. It's all on Vetran 333. Right at. Just doesn't seem to be playing as hard as it should be. But then it is a pretty dodgy pitch. Let's have a look at the pitch at the moment. It's not a great deal for the pace when the spinners are getting a lot of turn on it. Standard hard, but it's not really. It's playing very strange. batsmen have got the timing in, and there was about a little mishap in the field there, but no runs given away from it. And, well, Harris ducks under that one. Australia none for 24. Pakistan looking for their breakthrough wicket. And that ball really did come back in. Outside off and darted back towards the middle stump there. So the odd ball is moving. And you've got to be ever watchful. It's a very tricky level to play on. And that ball rising, so you never know. Bowled from the same area, the same line, one will kick up and the other will stay low. Very clever bowling by Afridi. It slashes over the top and just clears that fieldsman there. And another boundary up. Bring about a change of bowling. Ali to come on. Best 5 for 45. The target's 422. Just tucks that off his legs. They'll come back for a second. That lightning outfield, look at that. That ball is racing away. Well fielded. And they're coming back for their fourth run. The fieldsman a little sloppy on picking that up, and 4 all run. A little bit late on that too. That almost got through the bat, right down at the toe. So the speed's ripped up to 90, 70 to 90. Pulls away. It's going to beat that man inside there. They'll come back for 2, and they'll settle there. Australia with a confident start. Pakistan with a very aggressive field still set. And couldn't find the gap on that one. Took a forward, huge forward step. Batting on the crease. Oh, and that one has stayed low. So you don't know with the bounce of this ball here. The pitch is really doing some strange things. I just want it to show from behind. So some are staying low, some are raising high. Same delivery. A lot of variation. Easily to get caught out. Frustration swing of the bat there. Arashaf, 3 for 42, his best. Australia scoring nearly 5 and over. Finds the gap again. This time it's Harris. They'll turn for 2. And the fielder with a rocket arm fires that one back and is on line. Harris 9 off 16. And that one held its line. Just a dead straight ball. There's no one out there. That's not going to clear the fence. For a moment I thought it was going to. It's brought about Harris's first boundary. On the back foot, they'll have to scamper through if they're going to make this single. A direct hit from the throw. And the batsman safely home. So just pushed a mid-wicket around. And up and under. The field's too aggressive at the moment. And again, one bounce over the rope. Not quite powerful enough to get the sixes, but using the speed of the delivery to help that one on its way, and a little bit of lift under the ball there, and tried to help it carry. Ashworth not happy with his first over. His last ball to go, it's already 11 off it. And that one has lifted off the seam that time as well. So the first innings, Australia were none for 146 and then all out for 187. So this game can really come back and bite you, and depends on the weather conditions. As the humidity changes, the heat changes. It changes every ball, every delivery. Yep. I'll make it for an easy single here. Well, the big task at hand, if the Australian batsmen want to win this test, is 422. That is a huge chase. Driven, and it beats the field, and it's going to race all the way. Lovely straight drive. And the 50 partnership is up. And this time goes through the onside and splits those fielder in two. Boundary the moment it hit the left the bat. That ball was swinging away. You could see the wicketkeeper diving far to his left. Let's that one go through and under. So not much rise on the short ball, and the one just short of a good length will kick up. It's a very strange behaving pitch. And that one behaves itself. I really wish the game would constantly show behind the stumps all the time there. It's a little bit frustrating. Harris, 15 of 21. Yes. Tucks it off his legs. Nobody there. Turns for the second, and they'll make it comfortably. The batsman Harris had to run back to the crease there fairly quickly. That ball was returned at an absolute rate of knots. The opener's fairly comfortable at the moment. And pushes that one into the ground, and they take a single. A lot of runs to get yet. Australia hoping that these two batsmen can go on, at least get half a century each. And that one raised. So it seems to be that anything just short of a good length will kick up, and the bouncer will sort of float. So mid-pitch, a little bit dead. Through the gap, what a shot. It's going to go all the way too, and boundary conceded. Just used the timing and the speed of the ball for that one. Pulled that man up, so let's go over the top. And again, can't really hit sixes. It's a bit like a triangle. Well, we've got a bit of a batting display on at the moment. It's pretty rare on this level. You should see my other videos, it's a struggle. This pitch is very strange. Strange colour. And that ball just swinging out a little bit there. Harris still on off guard. Gets that one through. Held its line as well. Get time now. We just take middle and off. I'll find the spot. A little bit fiddly sometimes when you're trying to get your guard in between two stumps. He's either too far or not quite far enough. Oh, that ball was swinging, and had to readjust there at the very last moment. And that fieldsman cuts that one off. No chances as yet, no edges, no snicks. Very, very unusual.
Yes.
Just flicks it away. We'll come back for a second. And gonna have to hurry here through the end and safely home both batsmen. Got a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and its. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Good game here. Short cover. Pakistan still holding a very aggressive attacking field. And well, straight to point. See that ball very early. The marker come up way too early. I guess that was a slower ball. That's how I guess it to be. And what a way to bring up the 50. Beautiful pull shot. 11 boundaries, strike rate of 127. Out there for 45 minutes. And made his intentions clear. We got runs to get, let's not muck about. That one, although it was looking like an in-swinger, carried its line straight through. It's very sporadic, this wicket. Very hard to judge. Pulls away. That man, the sweeper, should pick that up. They're coming back for a second. They should make it comfortably. It's a very nice return. And a direct hit from the outfield there. None for 73. 422 is what is required. Oh, brilliantly fielded. Diving to his right. That's the scoring shots. This batsman generally very strong wide of the wicket. Afridi brought back on for his second spell. None for 15 off his first three. And that one coming back in. Harris way over at leg stump there. Oh, and that one floats away. Yes, it's a very sporadic pitch, this one. It stays low, then the next one will dart high. It'll swing in and then swing out.
Yes.
And we'll get a quick single here. Keep the bowler on his toes. After this ball, we'll have a look at just how much this ball is moving. And that one came straight back in. Let's bring this up now. Well, it's very deceiving, this pitch. And it's extremely hard to bat on, especially on this level. Punches it through the gap. It may not find the boundary. It's a very fast outfield though. And, well, it just trickles its way to the boundary line. In essence, a perfectly timed shot with just the right amount of power put into that. Yeah, a smidgen less and it wouldn't have gone. And a very nice return ball from a boundary from the last. Batting well, none for 78. Mind you, we totally collapsed from being none to all out in the last test for 45 runs. So the pitch changes a lot. It looks like that just got a little shadowy there. I want to see the humidity. It's 24, not too bad. Once it gets around the 33 mark, it really starts to swing and dart off the pitch. So it's called standard hard, but it's not playing like a standard hard pitch. A lot of shots on the front foot. Ball's not carrying, except for that, the odd ball will. Tries a square drive, cover point there, moves to his right and intercepts that along its way. Just missed time there and not quite put into the right place. Fielded at mid-on. Ashraf none for 28 off his fourth over. And that one did deviate in a long way there. And was also a slower ball. Harris 21 from 37. I'll get two here. And Harris 31 from 21 from 37. That's that one through to the keeper. That one had a little bit of raise on it. So one end is a lot bouncier than the other. Still a very aggressive field. Ooh. A little too square there. Tried a little more angle. Tried to push it just between up there, but didn't quite angle that correctly. Oh no, trouble here. Well, the shot at the stumps. The shot at the stumps just took fractionally too long. And a absolutely shocking delivery there. I've arced up the bowlers to 75% bowling quality. It should be 50. So I have no idea why he bowled that so wide, because even the in-game veteran level has it set at 50. I'll have to be quick. The return throw's good, and Australia end up scampering through for that run there. The only time Australia look in danger at the moment really is to their running between the wickets. That's that one through, crosses the batsman. Doesn't straighten up, it holds its line. So coming across, be able to slice at it. That one came back in, so drinks come to the field. It may look easy at home, but it's certainly not. The pitch is behaving very, very oddly, very strange. For a hard standard pitch. It's very, very strange. A little bit of lift there mid-wicket. Batsman lets that go through. He's on the rise over the stump. And that one, a little bit of an in-swinger there. Not a great deal. We'll keep our eye on the humidity though. We'll see that first ball behave very badly when the humidity does come about. Australia make a single. Pretty tough to get runs the last couple of overs. Pakistan tightening up. And we've gone under it, and well, we still can't seem to clear the boundary. Timing was just a little fraction late. Yeah, just a fraction late on that shot, and very lucky not to get a thick outside edge. So we haven't seen it any in this inning so far. We've got a lot of caught behinds in my bowling. Just flicked off the pads and glanced away for a single. 0-1. Last ball of his fourth over, none for 19. Harris, 25 from 42. Plays across the line. He's going to be rewarded with 2. They may decide to turn for the third. They do. And that has reached the rope. Much needed boundary there. A couple of overs. Well, the ball not really doing very much right now. That's the end of this session. We'll see the forecast when we come back. Humidity 24. When you get around 33%, it really starts to do some crazy stuff. That ball also straightening up. Looks like there's a little bit of movement coming. Still 24. Cloudy. Up and over the top. Whisk off his legs. And a beautiful square boundary there through the leg side. Square leg was moved around a little bit towards mid-wicket. And that opened up the opportunity. He's now been put back to square leg. Oh, and a beautiful on drive. Australia batting a very good performance here. The job's not even a third way done yet though. Chasing a mammoth total there of 422. Australia none for 101. And you just have to readjust and take centre and off again. The bowler is coming across on a very wideish kind of angle. The odd one he'll put straight on. And that'll go across as well. They're the danger balls. If you don't want to get caught behind and you don't want to find edges, you leave those ones alone.
Waiting.
And well fielded there. Well, a couple of them are starting to dart now. That first ball kicked right back in, and the second ball also. The rest didn't really do much. Well, it's a very sporadic type of pitch, very random. And that one goes across the left-handed Harris. 0-1, none for 23, into his fifth over. 18 overs into the match. Oh, finds the gap beautifully. They come back for two. They're going to turn for the third. They'll have to scamper here. Return throw not as fast as some of the other outfielders, and they get comfortably home. Farmer Mike, 71 off 59, and having an absolute blitzer of an innings. And can't beat mid off. Defensive square of the wicket. And that ball coming back in. I was going to try and glance that one, but it straightened up. Came in and straightened up, so not worth nicking it to any of these guys here. So, yeah, first and third, that's not much of a gap. Same as fourth and gully. Cut shots out. We've got the on drive. We can sweep, we can glance, but really not much else. We'll just come back. And we picked it out, and just for the single. So Farmer Mike 72 from 62, Harris 32 from 45, looking for a half century here. And a very nice delivery there. 139.3. And we're starting to get some swing and a little bit of drift as well, so the pitch just starting to show a little bit of movement now. And 24% humidity. It hasn't changed. The wind has come up to 34. It may be the wind pushing the ball around a little bit. The physics have a lot to do in this game. And we won't take the single there. We'll try and get the stamina bars back up to full for both batsmen. They're almost there. Unless a sloppy ball comes, like this one. And, well, straight to the fieldsman. A lot of power used there. None for 105, chasing 422. And, well, that one took off like a rocket. Flew off the surface of the pitch. Another nice delivery there. Not much you can do with that type of delivery. Pakistan still very attacking. And straight to that man again. Point has been kept busy today. No slow ball bowled in that over. And Harris still on 32. And punches it through the gap there. It's not going to go all the way, but they'll turn for the third. And another 3 runs to the Australian scorecard. Batting very well right now, but the first innings, let's not forget just how Pakistan come back and got us 6 for 25. And we were bowled out, which is why we got such a high target to chase now. So we started off the same, none for 146 we were. But that was then and this is now. We had all sorts of change conditions in the first innings. Pulled away and pulled out of the run as well. Farmer Mike. 72 off 71. He's been kept quiet the last few deliveries. And deciding not to chase anything wide. 0-1 trying to get him his first wicket. Trying to get an edge to the slips there. And nobody straight. May have to run these. It may not carry. They'll come back for a second. Well, it's held its legs and taken a huge hop over the rope off one bounce. A little bit of late swing starting to come into play. So match conditions, I like to keep my eye on it, because once that humidity hits around 33%, the game changes entirely. And that one through to the keeper. It's 24. The winds are 34. 28 degrees, very cloudy. So a little bit of a mixed bag for the conditions at present. And just a straight Yorker there, no wind swing. The pitch at the moment seems quite dead. And that one got some lift on it, so it seems anything a little full is a lot more bouncy than the centre of the wicket. The short ones, they seem to just sit up a bit. And Harris is like, this one is going to help itself to the shade. A beautiful boundary. Perfectly timed. And up and over. Fielders are all up, so it's safe to play chip shots. Relatively safe. Packed offside field. Harris will accommodate with the off stump. And no swing on that ball, just straight through. 138.9 k an hour. A Freedy none for 35. 7.5 overs. Last ball of this over to come. And lets that one through to the keeper as well. Well, a very strange behaving wicket. And over the top. Not as much power in the batsman anymore, so once you start putting a few big hits in, the stamina takes over, and the first thing to suffer is power, and eventually your timing goes. So you've got to keep that green bar at the bottom all the way to the right, and not do anything to exert, and it will slowly build back up. It's pushed away for a fairly easy single there. 81 from 76. Harris back on strike. Left hand, right hand combination for Australia working very well at present. 39 from 53 is Harris. A1, none for 39. And they thought about a cheeky single there. It was never going to be a run, and wasted themselves some stamina for no reason. The bar for both batsmen have just dropped fractionally. Harris lets that short one go through. Somewhere around shoulder height. Glances it away for a single. It's a nice little tuck off the pad. Well, some late swing, and the odd ball does move. And a very strange behaving pitch. I've said it quite a few times, and I've played this game for 5 years. And it's really behaving very oddly, very strange. nonetheless, none for 122, chasing 422. Into the 23rd over, Farmer Mike 81 from his 76, Harris 40 from 57. Last ball of that over, 135 kilometres an hour. Pakistan still attacking. The Australians playing very sensible cricket. And again, wide of the off stump. Pakistan with their aggressive field. The bowler's really not helping the captain here. He needs to keep a very, very stringent line and length and consistency. And, well, they're not seeming to do that. Afridi, the most experienced bowler in the side, none for 35. He pulls the bat out at the last moment there. Harris thought about a late cut, and it's a very packed slips cauldron area, and forward point leaves a tiny little gap between Gully and himself. And, well, the onside for this left-handed batsman may be the only shot. Pulls out of the shot early. It's a wide delivery, and it will bring about the end of the over. Very wide. I'm trying to get the batsman to lash out and hopefully find the edge somewhere. Hafiz with his first ball of this second innings. That one probably about stump height on the short ball, so there may be a lot of front foot on this. One turning out. Short bat pad there. They call it short leg, but it's bat pad. Sweeps away. There's a man out there. Will be fielded, and just a single taken. Spinner coming in fairly quick, 78.6. Looking for a bit of flight, I would assume. Goes wide. And that one's straight on, and that is an unlucky catch. Well, it's a good catch. It's an unlucky play by the batsman. It's hit the pad on the way down from the bat and popped up. It's gone against physics of nature. It's gone against physics of gravity. We're going to have a look at the replay of that one a little closer, because the game has a tendency to do this when you're batting very well. Marsh comes in, and here's what happened. Yes, well, it's pushed straight down to the ground from the bat, hits the ankle guard of the front pad, defies gravity, ricochets up in the air, and popped up a little dolly. Well, the game will win no matter what. 1 for 123. And Marsh plays in Marsh fashion. First ball boundary. There was no turn on that ball whatsoever. Batting mid-crease. And just pushed it up there, just for a single. That outfielder came a long way in very fast. Well, Pakistan with their first wicket. Can they continue? A very lucky wicket indeed. Up and under. Well, it might be caught. Well, it's not. And it's going to bring about another boundary. So Marsh comes out, and intentions are, let's have a crack, son. And hit very high on the bat, and very late. And very lucky to still be out in the middle. 9 off his 3. And that one's pushed to mid on. First wicket down. A very big total to chase here, 422 into the 25th over. Marsh decides to hold that one out. That one did come back in, so it's not exactly a dead wicket, and the odd ball you play your shot on will be the one that finds the edge or will dolly the catch up. This game is quite easy to read sometimes. Ooh, and that one came in a long way. So is this wicket going to come alive? It's on the cusp of it. That one was just a dead straight. So I've said it a lot and I don't need to say it again. The pitch is very strange. It's behaving very oddly. Extremely sporadic. Marsh drops onto the back foot and helps that one over the slip cauldron. And a lovely boundary. Just helps it on its way. More of a one-day shot, that one. This is Test cricket. And tucked off the legs for a single. Square leg fields that one. Farmer Mike looking for another century. He had century, a 50 and a century. And that one was the bait ball. There's a man out in the deep. He's been moved now, but if you rewind back a bit, there was a man out there and the trap was set. And, well, straight to cover. And just a single pushed out here. Last ball 76.6 was slightly slower. Field change has occurred. Well, we now got what the game calls a short leg, and we are not going to get out the way we just did. The physics are frustrating at times. And that ball, a little bit of off spin there. We just followed the line of it. I'm guessing this one will come in. Didn't quite get hold of that one. 83 from 81. Looking towards that century. Marsh on strike. 14 off 11. He came out cracking thunderously. And it looks like he's going to continue. One for 138. 27 overs. Oh, and that one has turned back inside. So we do have movement now going on. We're going to have to be ever watchful. And that one coming back in as well a little. But not as much as the previous ball. So we'll have a look at the big lines shortly. Pulls out of the shot. We'll have a look at the big lines after this ball. Play square. Oh, brilliantly fielded. Diving to his right. There's a man at gully there. Well, it was a man at point, really. Zaman. Probably Zaman, but Zaman will do. And no run there. 28 gone. Yes, two of those balls there came back in. The others pretty much held their line. The wide one was going away. So the bowlers starting to get some movement out in the middle. The ball's getting a bit older. First ball of the 28th. Pakistan still very aggressive in the field. And we'll have to have a couple of boundaries here to push them back. Leg side's fully covered. Just a little glance there, and just roll straight to the short fine leg. Very, very dangerous defending in that area. That ball coming back in, so when played is going to go straight or to the onside. Marsh moves across to leg stump.
Yes.
And, well, just pushes it out for a single. Farmer Mike on strike, looking to get a century. Playing very well. Strike rate of 100%, 84 from 84. And that one turned in. Well. Oh, beautifully fielding. Look at that. Point diving to his right and cut a certain boundary. That went like a rocket. No drift, but plenty of spin. So the ball starting to turn. Conditions aren't really allowing the ball to swing very much, which probably explains a fair bit. Humidity's 24. It's staying the same. 34. The winds are varied, but not by much. And the pace bowler's not getting any swing at all. For a hard pitch, it's not extremely bouncy. Rocks onto the back foot and Point with a a theatrical field of a ball straight to him, showing off to the crowd somewhat. Marsh punches that off the legs into the gap. Come back to 2. They may be able to get 3 before the fieldsman fields it. Fieldsman's on it early, and a very nice return over the bails. Pakistan with no real chances except for that game. And a miss-hit from Marsh. Marsh always seems to play his way, and that is aggressive. The openers have done their job. 1 for 142. And that ball just rising a little. 130k. It's a little bit slower. And that one lets go and doesn't raise as much as the previous ball. Carries through under the armpit. Very dangerous area to bowl there. Hafiz into his 4th over. He's got the wicket. 1 for 10. Oh, and boy oh boy, absolutely fooled by the bowler there. Takes leg stump, moves across. And that man at Point really is having a glorious day in the field. Well, there'll be no runs taken down through that way. That's a certainty. A very good field set. And W appeal. I don't understand what that was all about. We're going to have a little look at what that was doing on the pitch. It did hit the bat. We'll see what this ball's doing. Be able to see if there's any drift when the camera swings around. We did get bat on that, luckily. A very fine edge, and yes, a little bit of drift. A few degrees. So the pitch is starting to change, and with it, the conditions will become harder. Swept away, a single out there. 1 for 143, target 422. Haviz, the wicket taker, 1 for 11. Last ball of his 4th over. Marsh on strike, 17 from 25. Defends that one away. It's the end of the over and drinks come to the field. Overs remaining in the day. Farmer Mike 85 off 91. And that ball just deviates a little bit there. It hasn't been difficult to bat on, it's just been extremely watchful. Ooh. Always get a bit nervous around this sort of score area. Pakistan's still very aggressive in the field, so I'm not quite prepared to lash out yet. Only a decent shot. Oh boy, we have got a change in conditions, and it happened right before your eyes just there. 24, 34, 28. Farmer Mike up and over the top. Has that brought about the first 6? No, it has landed inside the rope and the boundary. Keeper diving above his head. Should I have missed that one or gotten an edge? Jumping very high. Tucked off the legs. Come back for 2. Brings him to 91. 1 ball remaining in the over. And that one right on the toes. No wind swing though, just a straight ball. Not too difficult to hold out. Into the over, Marsh on strike, facing the wicket taker, Haviz. Oh well, has that turned enough? The umpire's claiming it has. Well, I'm going to use one. The wicket's strange. I'm going to see if it really did turn that far or whether it was only perceiving to be. The legal delivery, so no problems there. It was hit on the back pad and he's a long way away. Well, that just shows you it's going to go on to hit middle and leg. You don't need to check the hot spot. You don't need to see any more. That was going to be middle and leg. So the ball, look how far this ball turns. Well, it should have been middle and leg. Well, it is middle and leg. Fair enough. And that ball is turning for the spinners. Brings about Australia's 2nd wicket. Marsh, pretty brutal out there. I'm going to bring Labuschagne in. We'll save Smith in case another wicket falls here. And we'll use Smith to have a bit of a lash out. And Pakistan on full attack mode at the moment. Australia cannot afford to lose a single wicket for some time yet. Swept away. Labuschagne off the mark with a single. 3rd ball of the over to come. 2 for 150. 4 for 422 is the total. Needing for the win of the first test. Havi's now 2 for 12. And pushed away. Should be an easy single. And in the end, they had to scamper through. The return to the bowler was pinpoint accuracy. Australia with a fight on their hands here. They just have to see this spell out and try and build a solid partnership here. And Shane will bring up a boundary to get off the mark with. A loose ball there by the bowler. He's been bowling extremely tight up until that delivery there. And that was the 6th ball out wide and flicked it away. So plenty of spin and a little bit of drift. Just a little bit. A little bit of drift coming in as well. Full concentration here. Pulls away through the gap, and that will probably reach the boundary, and it will. Lovely pull shot. Farmer Mike on fire. Batting around the 100% strike rate. 96. And pushed away for a single. Batsman safely home. Moves up to 97. Shane takes guard. Pulls away as well. Not as fine, and they're going to come back for 2. A rocket arm there, and they make it safely back. Taking off stump for guard. Oh, and pulls that one a little too anglish. All about a missed field, but a certain boundary stopper, very well fielded. It's hit along the ground, and that was a very good fielding effort by that man there. Casper, the ghost, he's been moved around now to square leg. And lets that one go through. Looking to score. Covers up. I'll take a single here. It's the last ball of that over. Farmer Mike, 2 overs now stranded at the other end. 97, looking for a century. Shane back on strike, 8 from 8. Spinner comes back in. And that ball is turning. That turned a long way. I expected that to carry through and not hit the bat. But it's come onto the bat. And the spinners have brought this game back alive. What a lovely shot. Oh, it's not going to go all the way. They're going to have to run these ones out. And we'll get 2 from that. That looked like a certain boundary for the moment it left the bat, and it pulled up. It was travelling through the outfield. So down to the right there, a little spongy. Oh, and another beautiful placement shot. It probably won't go all the way either. It looks like it has got the legs, and a boundary brought up. Shane playing well. Pakistan just a little bit too short, and giving the batsman plenty of time to read the delivery. Well, he's gone up. Hasn't got the legs to carry. The man is moving around and under it, and it's just cleared him. And a boundary, a very dangerous boundary brought up there. Very risky, going over the top, didn't quite time it. And yeah, just threw the shot just a fraction early, so very lucky there. A very fine escape. And defended into the ground, working with the spin. Well, took for 173. It's anyone's match at the moment. And the fielder's up. And a terrible delivery by the bowler there. And again, that final ball bowled wide and short and just allows the batsman to chip over the top. So Pakistan need to rethink their bowling tactics here. The field is set for them, they're just not bowling to it. Farmer Mike back on strike. No run taken. We'll be back in a moment. Come on, mate. Some highlights.
I don't know if he wants to come or not.
Oh, he does. He's been hanging out the window here.
All right. Come on, you. Chief.
Look, it worked.
All right.
It worked.
See what happens.
Talk to you later, mate.
Okay, mate.
He seems pretty happy.
Yeah. Come on, you.
And a couple of highlights here. My puppy goes and plays with my neighbour's dog, and that's what that little interruption was, but nothing too special. I've got a 7-month-old pup, and he likes to go and play. So anyway, back to the cricket. As we see Harris's dismissal on the highlights, we will skip through now and get back to the cricket. And coming back live as soon as this game decides to let us. There we go. Farmer Mike 97 off 101. And a very dangerous look for a single there, and that's not on. We need to get back on key here. So chasing 422. 2 for 177. A1 none for 40. And again, no run. Pakistan really tightening up here. The ball moving back in. Nervous time to be in the 90s right now. And that time he gets it, tucked off the legs, and come back for 2. Put him on 99. Will they make a third? They're going to scamper for it, and they're running full out. And brings a century up for Farmer Mike. 100 comes off 104 deliveries. Shane lets that one through to the keeper. You should see the scoring card from Farmer Mike's innings at some time during this over. Oh, it'd have to be during the next over, I would assume. And once again, Pakistan getting a bit sloppy with the bowling. Well, that is a very good century. Played to all parts of the ground. And Farmer Mike, knowing the job's not done yet. Afridi back on to bowl. Hasn't had a wicket yet. He's been a little bit unlucky. And that one full defence. 2 for 180. If Australia can get to 250 without another loss of wicket, we're in with a good chance. But this is cricket, and wickets flow. Well, that was a miss hit. That was played very wide angle on the leg side to push it away, and it went straight back. It could have been a slight leading edge. And a beautiful delivery there. 2 balls remaining of the 36th over. Afridi none for 35. 3 balls remaining of his 10th over. And beautifully played through the covers on the front foot, and just pushed through. A glorious shot. A few cherries on the bat now. 104 from 108. 2 for 184 Australia, chasing 422. And just gets out of the way of that delivery. It came in 139.4. The first bouncer of the over. You get 2 per over. The umpire just letting the batsman know that was his first. And there's his second one. 2 short balls and over. The next one will conclude a no ball and a run to the Australian team. And the ball would have to be re-bowled. Labuschagne ended the over on strike, and the bouncers are starting to rip through now, and Pakistan looking very aggressive. (24-34). Conditions are the same. A little bit wide on that delivery. No swing, no off cut, no leg cut. It was just dead straight. 0-1, none for 43. 4 balls remaining of his 9th over. Knocks onto the back foot, finds the gap. No, it is well fielded. The sweeper comes around and returns the throw. Australia get a single. Farmer Mike really needs a double century here. We're going to play for that. And will he be caught? No. Placed beautifully. A beautiful hook shot. And gets under that ball and helps it's on its way. And the fielder not even in shot. I was a bit worried there that the fielder would have got around to that one. He's pushed back fairly fine though. So you do have the angle there. Pakistan take a quick single here. Nobody home. Bowler was asleep. Australia's total rise by 1. Inching towards that 200. 2 for 200 is better than 3 for 190. And another quick single taken. And boy, oh boy, that 5th ball. We have got some movement going on, same as the second ball and the 2 short ones. A lot of late swing there. And that one comes back in. Quick single here, and they do get home. The bowler with his own return hitting the stumps. The batsman was safely in their crease. Labuschagne a quick fire 25 so far. 2 wickets down. Plays across the line and no run taken. The stumps are hit from the fieldsman. Labuschagne back in his crease safely though. Some very good bowling this over so far from Afridi. None for 40, searching for his first wicket. And quick single again taken. Drop safely. Fielder runs in and decides, well, I'll drop the bails anyway since I'm here, even though the batsman was 5 foot ahead of me. There is a shot for a cut here.
Yes.
Square cut off the front foot and come back for 2. And going to push for the 3rd. The incoming throw going to the keeper's end. Will have to hurry, and dives in. And Labuschagne and Farmer Mike both make their ground comfortably. Pulls away, and again very square. Mid wicket was a little bit fine. They get 2 out of it. 2 for 198, chasing 422. 2 wickets down. Afridi none for 46. And last ball of his over concludes in a bouncer. A very fast one indeed. Yes, and that ball is really taking off the wicket now. So skidding through and coming onto the bat faster, which is going to have to make me adjust my timing. And fielded at cover. Shane 28 from 23. Very confident start. And another quick single. The stamina dropping for both batsmen. Labuschagne just went down again. And 2 for 199, 50 partnership up. Oh, they'll have to hurry, and they do. The fielder not able to hit the stumps there, which could have made a replay. Labuschagne 29 from 24. And for 52 for 0-1, and a sloppy delivery outside the off stump, well and truly. Too wide for his fielders. The batsmen haven't really gone after anything wide. And just plays on the back foot there. $200 up for Australia. Oh, beautiful front foot cover drive. It will result in 2. Not quite timed. Oh, pulls across from off stump, straight into the gap there. And they will concede 2. 139.5 kilometres an hour. And lets that through to the keeper. Going across the angle of the batsman, very dangerous to play at that delivery. The fielder's set. Should it go between second and gully? Deep third man is out there to field just for a single. So a dangerous shot just for a single to play there. And just holding that one out. I'll have a quick look at the scorecard here. So day 3. Well, there's only 25 minutes left of this session of the day. We'll go into day 4. The bowlers have really given some runs away with the economy. The 2 wickets to Hafiz. He's still going for 5.1 and over. 31 runs off his 6. Only 3 maidens bowled and only the 1 wide as the extras. Australia not halfway yet. And defends that one off the back foot. The ball came on straight. It didn't have any movement in it. There is the odd ball that will do something pretty special. Probably 2 in the over. If we were to average that out, we'll have to be very watchful. Oh, and that may roll onto the stumps. It hasn't. But it's very often that it does. More often than not. That ball was moving away, so didn't watch that one too closely. And that's that one through to the keeper. Pulls the bat away. Hafiz, the wicket takers, he's taken both wickets. And pull out of a very quick single there, and they were never going to make that one. Pakistan, if they keep bowling like this, they'll keep the pressure right on the Australians. Well, that one, a little bit of leg spin there. I'd like to see what that ball did just then. That did seem to spin quite a bit. And came back. Boy, oh boy, came back to off stump. It drifted in. So we do have some drift going on now. And the ball holding its line once it bounces. So drifting in and spinning. Very grippy on the pitch. And just a fine glance away, they decide not to run there. That would have been extremely dangerous. And Farmer might send him Labuschagne back. And just pushes it out for a single. It's been fairly good batting on the Australians' behalf. The first wicket that fell was, well, defies the laws of nature and gravity. Up off the legs for a single. A bit of a one-day-ish kind of looking field for the Pakistanis at the moment. 3 dot balls and 2 singles. Last ball of the over remaining. And we'll bring about a dot ball. Very good over there. And flick behind the stump, please. Jesus. Back foot on the crease now. And ducks under that one. Just carried it through, held its line, stayed straight. The first bouncer of the over is completed. There may be a second one. Ooh, and that one came back in. That was a no ball. So Australia gain an extra run, and Afridi will have to bowl that again. He hasn't been bowling terribly good today. Around 4 runs and over. His line and length is not the usual what we see of him. Maybe a little bit out of form. Pulled away and took the power off there, so an easy single taken. Return throw straight back to the bowler. 117 from 128, 21 boundaries, no sixes. Played a very safe innings so far, Farmer Mike, with that century. Labuschagne run a ball. And Pakistan have really tightened up their bowling now. 134.9, an average delivery. Labuschagne marks his crease, loosens up. The field has been brought back in very close. Oh, and plays inside the line. Is hit with the delivery. It's 119.9. I think it was 129.9 actually. I didn't quite see that one. Defence straight ball away. That was coming straight on between middle and leg. Hafiz coming around. Oh, very lucky there. Well, not much you can do with these deliveries. They are brilliantly bowled. Lots of turn. The spinners are really turning on this pitch. It's a hard pitch and yet they're getting a lot of turn. The game has done something a bit strange. He's gone square and this may go down and be a catch, and it is. And it's been dropped. It has been dropped. And they're going to get 3 out of it. Terrible fielding. Who was that man out there? That man needs a drinks break. That ball has just lofted up and carried and carried. It has sat up there like the moon for an eternity. The fielder didn't have to move. He just stood under it and could not hold the catch. And then took him forever to field it. Took the weight and we'll get a single out of it. Farmer Mike, very lucky to be still out there. It's what he does now. Will he take full advantage of his life, or will he go for a tonk? Still watching that one very closely. Shane 33, still fairly fresh at the crease though, only 36 deliveries. Defended away. Oh! And Shane had wide eyes looking at that bull, looking to send that one over the top, and could very well have resulted in a very, very thick edge behind. And that ball is now ripping, 137.2, hits the pitch and took off like lightning. And the bowler deciding, coming around the wicket, is going to angle across the batsman. It makes it a fairly safe place for the batsman to be when the bowler constantly does this. That's the one that straightens up. Pakistan bowling really well at present, searching for their third wicket. Australia 2 for 12, chasing 422 for victory. 44 overs gone.
Yes.
And a quick single here. Caught the bowler sleeping. 140.4, a faster delivery that one. Freedy, none for 51. Well, the running between wickets has been fairly ordinary today. Every ball there going across the batsman. Well, that one did absolutely nothing. Stayed very low. More of a dead ball than anything. Straight drives, but mid-on will cut that one off. Farmer Mike's high score has just been beaten, 120. Oh, swept away, but brilliantly fielded by square leg there, diving to his right. And that deserved a replay, and the game didn't want to play it. Comes out of the shot early. That ball just with a small amount of turn. This one will probably deviate back inside to my legs. Pulled away, found the angle. They're going to have to hurry if they want the single. The throw going to Farmer Mike's end. Direct hit on the stumps. Farmer Mike dived in his crease, and in the end was home safely. The fielders are up, and Farmer goes over the top. One bounce over the rope for a boundary. And, well, Shane says, I can have a crack too. And he goes for it, 139.3 the delivery. 2 for 222. God bless Richie Benno. Rest in peace, fella. Inside the line, pulls it away. Australia will come back for their second. An easy run too. Stamina from both of these batsmen are dropping. Oh, very... What has happened there? And going to look at that on the replay. Oh, it's come off the glove. It's come off the glove and hit the glove up the top. Bottom glove to the top glove and dollied up, and that would have been a catch. Lovely Shane would have been out. And sees one, doesn't quite get it on the half volley. Tries to drive and is fielded very easily at mid-off. Rocks onto the back foot. There's now a man in there to cut that cover drive off. A lot of runs have come from that area. Like Shane looking for a 50, pulls away, and that will bring about a boundary, put him to 45 from 52. This game's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, things and its. Could go either way from here. Pakistan really would like to have had a wicket at the end of day's play. We go into day 4 tomorrow. We'll have a look at Harris's catch. It's caught out. Well, an extremely unlucky catch there. The physics. Come on, skip, exit please. Thank you. And we'll get back on. It should be day 4, not day 3. 11 a.m. It should be day 4 game. You've made a boo-boo there. It should have been day 4, people. Let's just see if the game has come back. It is day 4, and I'm happy again. Opener's still out there, 129 from 135. Harris out for 40. Mitch Marsh out for a quick fire 17. Labuschagne 45 off 52. So the wicket takers still Hafiz with 2 for 42 off his 9 overs, 4.67 economy rate. The only extras Afridi, and one of those was a wide. And he's not been bowling terribly well. 51 off his 14 overs, 3.6 for economy rate. He's gone wicketless. Hafiz the wicket taker, the danger bowler for Pakistan. He just lobs one up and says, have a free boundary, sir. And Farmer Mike says, thank you very much, and pushes that one over the boundary. Pushes it into the gap. Deep mid off there will more of a long on, wideish long on. We'll come around and field that one. Australia just past the halfway mark of the run chase, 2 wickets down. And well, once again, a very attacking, aggressive field set by the Pakistanis. Fielders are all in close. And that may be caught. Well, it's just gone past that fielder there, and the crowd weren't too sure what was happening. They were very quiet. Ball carried in there all the way, and that man just out of reach. He says, I don't want any part in that, and lets that go. He could have dived. At least had an attempt at it anyway. Labuschagne just one away from his half century. Decides to play his shot instead of defending. That man in close is very dangerous right there at, well, silly mid-off. Nobody on the leg side. Means the attacks will be on the off stump. And over that same fielder's head again, and another boundary in the same area. Brings up a 50. 43 from 56. Shane batting very well. Came out when Australia were looking like a few wickets were going to fall. He's put his head down, played his shots, but kept it fairly safe. Shane's 50. He's playing all around the ground. A couple of straightish ones there too. Always good to see a batsman play straight. A1, none for 64 if he's 11. Almost 6 runs and over. We'll make that 6 runs and over. Definitely 6 runs and over now. And Australia starting to find a little bit of fire in their batting. Fielders are up. It's relatively safe to play over the top. Cover drives, beats the fielders. That may go all the way. It is slowing up and it will find the boundary. And the 100-run partnership is up. So Australia sensing that they can win this match. The first test at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's a very large ground. It's the biggest ground in Australia. Pulls away, took all the pressure off it, all the pace off it, and thought there was an easy single there. Had to run back to the crease. The shot at the stumps had missed and was well fielded by the backing up fielder there. That could have raced away for 4 overthrows. 2 for 249. Oh, what a absolute fielding performance there by that man. Very acrobatic. That deserves a replay. This game does not know when to do replays. We're going to follow this ball. He's played into the ground. And look at that. A huge dive. And, well, that man there deserves and has earned himself a beer. And that will not be stopped. That has been smashed to the boundary. Farmer Mike opens up the bat and he says, let's get on with this, fellas. We got a job to do. Beautiful shot all the way along the carpet. Smashed very firmly into the ground. 141 from 142. An invaluable innings to the Australians at present. And that ball just a little bit slower, 138.6. 88 overs remaining in the day. The day's only just begun. 253, 2 out. Glanced off the legs there. We'll get a single out of this. We'll bring Farmer Mike on strike. 48 overs down into the 49th. 5 balls remaining. 2 for 254. Target 422. Avis bowling, the only wicket taker so far. 2 for 56. And just pushed out for a single. The man's out in the deep now. That will open up a couple of singles around. And the field has been brought back in. So Haviz senses that he can get another wicket. And Australia goes over the top again. Labuschagne has played that shot numerous times and has been rewarded each and every time. Haviz not happy. They've now put a man in the deep out there. A little bit wide there. The ball didn't really do anything that time. The ball has been turning for the spinners. And Haviz is getting a bit of in-drift as well, so... Well, that is... that should have... I just meant to glance that one, but the batsman had different ideas. And just pushed along for a single. Labuschagne will retain the strike. 59 from 61. It's the pitch. Oh, absolutely cracked. It's not going to find the boundary, but that was a lovely shot. They're turning for the third. They side against it. Incoming throw on line and on target. So just have a look at these match conditions. The settings are all AI Legend and right the way through Legend plus plus plus. The speed has been upped to 70 to 90. .39. So humidity growing. We'll start getting some swing and movement from these fast men now. Pulls away. Turn for the second. Coming back for the third. We're not going to take that run. Should that ball have been returned to the bowler's end, that would have resulted in a run out. Labuschagne was the one running to the danger and decided not to take the chance. 63 from 63. R1 none for 80. A very sloppy delivery outside off stump. The batsmen have shown some diligency, not playing at anything outside wide. And they'll scamper through for a single. 2 balls remaining of the 50th over. Australia 2 for 265. Their best total in the... Well, their best total since the Ashes series. So the 6th test, and this is their best total. Oh, and well, Mike has been hit. Will he be taken off the field? Is he injured? We will have a look at that replay. He was hit very nastily here. Oh my God, he was smacked on that chin. Lucky he's got a big chin and didn't even flinch. He just, well, he's doing a bit of a funky rap dance here, but well, he's still on the field, so hit square on the chin. And he hasn't called for a helmet. Well, if that ball didn't make you see stars, I don't know what would have. That came in at tremendous speed. Oh, and there's a man out there, and it will be, and it's dropped. Oh my God, Pakistan have dropped their second catch of the match. And, well, they're their own worst enemy at present. That was an absolute dolly and should have been taken for all money. Just running in, it was a, well, it was a schoolboy's catch really, and Pakistan have no one to blame but themselves. Ali would have had his first wicket. And, oh, steams in with an absolute pearler. Game not over yet, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and nets. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Australia's run chase here, very big target of 422. Australia sitting at 2 for 265. Farmer Mike has found form and 142 off 146. Labuschagne on strike, 64 off his 68. And he has absolutely smashed that one. That will reach the boundary. 140.5, a very fast delivery, and sent to the fence twice as quick. So the Ashes series on this level was played on a grassy pitch and it was extremely difficult. And we're whitewashed 5-0 on Australia's home soil. That's in the previous upload. It was a very slow, very hard batting game, Ashes series, that one. Tucks it away, just get a single here. 139.7, 52 gone. Change of the bowling. Ashraf, none for 54. First ball of his 10th. Defended that one out. These two have put on a remarkable partnership. We may just have a look at this. At the partnerships. Thank you. And two really good partnerships here. So Australia fighting back very well. And the forecast humidity raising 39. Oh, you are kidding. Labuschagne goes for over the top again, and he's been rewarded with boundaries previously. This time straight into the gloves of the keeper. Australia's third wicket fall. This game is alive. And a brilliant catch above his head there. Labuschagne very aggressive. A very quick fire 69. Brings Steve Smith to the crease. High score of 239, strike rate of 55, average of just over 58. This man on strike here, if Australia are to take this victory, that man will have to stay at the crease, and Farmer might too. Hopefully we'll get a 150. Set his sights on a double century. It will be his first one if he gets it. Smith watching that one go by. Ashraf now joins the wicket takers. 1 for 54. Pulled away. No man out there. They'll come back for a second. And easily home. Slower ball, 131.3, slow bouncer. And Smith gets off strike with a double. Under the back foot, and that ball just held its line. Field changed, a couple of boundary riders out behind. Should be a few short balls bowled here, one would suggest. And pulling away from that one. So 150 isn't the target. 200 is the target for this batsman. And they'll take a single. A very good batting performance so far by Farmer. Smith at the other end. Just come in. Australia 3 for 273, chasing 422. And another single taken here. And the man at mid-off runs around to back up the stumps. Had that single have been taken. Pushes it down into the ground. They'll have to hurry. They do get through very comfortably in the end. I think the fielder was undecided which end he was going to throw for and just chose the keeper's end. And Australia made it through for an easy single. Flicked off the toes and very well fielded. Could have resulted in a run out there. Just given a no ball. An extra run to Australia. And that was very wide. That was actually, well, I was going to say taken by slip there, but keeper got it. That ball will have to be bowled again. Another easy run given to Australia. 3 for 277. Oh, and that one holding its line, moving. That one seemed to move out. I will have a look here. That last delivery there seemed like it was late swinging out. Hopefully it will show us from behind the stumps. And it's not going to, so I'm going to have to force it again. And oh dear, don't give me the same damn one. Please flick around, thank you very much. And yeah, that ball did move back out, so not a great deal, but enough to just cause a little hiccup with the batsman. Smith facing.
Yes!
Take a quick single here.
End of the over, Australia are now 3
So just a couple of them swinging a little late, and 2 did start to cut. So humidity starting to play a role in this pitch at the moment. It's been very much a spinner's pitch, and was a little bit dead in the beginning of the innings. It is certainly starting to come alive now. Ashraf 1 for 56, going for 5.5 and over. But the man has taken a wicket. Australia trying to get their composure back. Pushes that into the ground. A quick single taken, and well, stamina dropping a little bit slow to get back there. And well, Farmer gets up and under that one, and pushes that behind point, and a boundary scored. Timing was good, just placement was just a little off. The ball skidded off the bat, taking middle and leg. Pushes that one down into the ground, and it's another single taken. Farmer Mike moves on to 149. Playing very sensible cricket out there. Steve Smith, 5 off 11. If this man gets in, these two put on a good partnership. They could certainly win this test match. It's the end of the 55th. 3 for 284, as the good lady just said. Target 422. And that has been smashed away. A beautiful pull shot, one bounce and over the rope. 150 to Farmer Mike. It's his highest score. He's looking to go on with it. Very proud celebration moment there for him. And decides to play under that one and lets it through. Oh, and cover drives between the fieldsmen, and that will be rewarded with another boundary. Farmer Mike in a hurry to get to his 200 by the looks of things here. Bowling has been very sporadic this entire second innings of the Australian batting. It has moved at the odd time, a bit of swing, a bit of outswing and inswing. Cutter's not really working. The ball hasn't really been cutting too much. And that one held its line, just defended away. Double century from Farmer Mike will not only please him, but put the Australians in a very good position to win this match. Tucked off the legs and straight to the fielder. Didn't quite handle that. Had he had it, he could have had a very quick shot at the stumps there. And, well, we're going to see a replay of a misfield, but nothing of a ball hitting a batsman in the head or anything of that sort of calibre. Made for children. My channel's made for children, so no cuss words. Oh, stands and delivers just straight back over the bowler's head, and that ball has hit the fence and bounced up huge. That is the 150 for the Australian Farmer Mike. He's pushed a lot of singles around, a lot of 2s and 3s, and plenty of boundaries, as you can see. No 6s as yet. Batting very, very well. 161 from his 157 faced deliveries. Steve Smith on strike. And that ball just moving out a little bit. It's been a pretty dead pitch for most terms. pulling out of that. Didn't want anything to do with that delivery. Across the middle and off stump, takes his guard, settles in, and well, holds that one out. 2 balls remaining of this over. And plays under that ball, lets it go through. Not quite to his liking. And lets that one go through to the keeper. Not really wanting anything to do with the short ball there. And again, lets the last ball of the 56th over go through. Ready and pacer to come on, trying to break the concentration of Farmer. And ducks under that one, lets it through to the keeper. 140 kilometres an hour. And well, Pakistan very aggressive in their bowling. That is the second short ball of the over. The next one will be a no ball. Oh, and he's been hit. And, well, that has resulted in the dismissal of Farmer Mike's innings. That ball stayed low. Expected that one to raise over the stump. There's been no challenge on that. That was a brutal delivery. Oh boy, it's, well, glorious innings, 161, 30 boundaries in that. Strike rate just over 100. That'll bring Chris Lynn out. Australia now needing to restart, rebuild this session here. 4 down. Middle order are in. Just away for a single, then off the mark. Australia with some work to do here now. Smith back on strike. He's been out there for only 18 deliveries. Very fresh at the crease. And the last thing Australia need now is another wicket loss from a run out. 4 for 297, just short of 300. 125 to win. And that ball rising. Slower ball, 132. Four for 297. And another very good delivery. And just having a look there, Chris Lynn trying to get settled in his crease. Sides to drive, doesn't quite time it. Fielded at mid-off. Mid-off brought around very straight. Oh, and Lynn has gone for the sight screen. Will he carry all the way? Oh, he's been caught. Well, what has happened there? A no ball. A no ball has been bowled and a wicket has been saved by the Australians. A bit of everything in this game at present. Lynn again has gone for it. And, well, not a very powerful hit as you can see there. That ball previously, the one that he was caught on, the no ball, That looked like that was going to go over the sight screen. And Pakistan very unlucky. An illegal ball was bowled, resulted in a non-catch. Driven to mid-off, to mid-on, my apologies. It's hard to commentate and play. Let's push it away and get a single there. 126.8 that last ball, a slow delivery. Christian 6 off 8, Smith 5 off 20. 4 for 303, target 422. Oh, and a missed time glance there from Chris Lynn. That ball moving back in on him. He's batting across the off stump here. Looking to score somewhere straight or on the legs. And smashed into the pitch and didn't really go anywhere, that delivery, that ball. Delivery, I was going to mention the speed of that one. It was a slower ball. Let's take middle and off here. And he's gone for it again. Has he got the legs on it, or is this going to be caught? It's going to be caught. The man has a second chance at another exact same catch. It has been caught. Pakistan take their 5th. Celebration out in the middle. That ball just lofted high and not so much wide. So the aggressive play by the number 5 batsman has led it in a very cheap dismissal. That's going to bring Glenn Maxwell to the crease. Early in his career. This is 2019. 5 for 303 Australia. Oh, he watches that one onto the bat, and that moved out. That was a lovely delivery. We'll watch how much this ball is moving now. Variation in speed, variation in pitch bounce. Yes, that green ball, the light green aqua coloured ball, came back in a long way. Pitch starting to get some movement. We have said that before. And that one again, hitting the seam and moving out. So cutters are now starting to work. We'll just have a quick look at the forecast and condition. Humidity up to 39. Wind has stayed the same, so the humidity is playing a big role here. That one came back in. The last two went out. That one came back in. So movement both ways now. Maxwell on strike. First delivery. 5 for 303, and a wide one comes at him. And Maxwell looks at that one and says, "Really? You're going to bowl that to me on my first ball?" And just deflects that one away. 5 for 303, target 422. 101 for Australia to win, 5 wickets remaining. Ashraf, 1 for 68. He's been punished in his 13 overs, but does have a wicket to his name. Oh, Maxwell just huge step forward and smashes that one square through the covers, and ball just makes it to the boundary. Very big outfield here at Melbourne Cricket Ground. Day 4, approaching lunch, and 5 minutes from lunch, or an hour 5 actually. 1 o'clock they go for lunch, and that one just a little bit of late in swing. Keeper moving to his left to collect that one. Australia need to rebuild the centre batting order here. And Maxwell watching that one. Ball on to bat. That one also moved back in. And typical Maxwell style, this should probably go for 6. It doesn't. Lands inside. Is a very big hitter of the ball. Timing just ever so slightly out. For the most part, it's been a very good batting performance by the Australians. A lot of pressure at 422 to come in. And ducks under that one. A very quick, fast, high rising ball. 134.8. It seemed a lot quicker than what it was there. Freddie on his fourth spell, 2 for 52. Second ball of his seventh over. Pulled away and beats the man. They'll come back for 2. And running for a third. The ball may go to the bowler's end. The runner will have to hurry, scampers through and makes it very easily. And 3 more runs on the board. Australia needing under 100 to win. 5 wickets down. Pitch starting to create a bit of drama. And the batsman playing that shot didn't help the situation at all. Oh, Maxwell just along the carpet. A glorious straight drive through the onside. And resulted from a full toss. There's still some shine on that ball. Freddie moving his fielder around. 318 the score. Oh, and the fielder didn't see where that was going. They'll turn for the second. And coming back for a third. And safely home. Well run 3 there. And 101 to win. My mathematics is terrible. 1 + 1 = 3. And well fielded there. Drinks come out to the field. So Smith needing to stay out there and cement his castle. Maxwell's going to play the shots. And fielded in the covers. Moving to his right. Well, tries to drive that one. The ball hitting the pitch and moving out. Somewhat of an off cutter. No swing in that. Very tight defensive field, very aggressive I should say. And drives that one. And a beautiful shot. I'm not sure if it's got the legs to make it all the way, and it's going to. A fine shot by Maxwell. Placement was beautiful, very well timed, and split the 2 men. And they'll be running till the cows come home chasing that ball. And smashed again. Well, very, very strong in that area. And there was no need to run, but this game of cricket, sometimes the outfield will really hold the ball back. Smashed into the ground. Very safe shot, very powerful shot. Very powerful area for Glenn Maxwell. 23 off 13. He's making the job known he's going to get on with it. And that one comes back in. Comes back in a long, long way. Five for 329, chasing 422. That's the 330 up for Australia. 92 runs for victory. 5 wickets remaining. So Pakistan need 5 for 31. 5 for 91 to win this match. Odds are in Australia's favour at the moment, but cricket is a funny game. And, well, that one swung in very late, swung back. It's been a very unordinary pitch, this one. It's a hard, dry pitch and hasn't really performed as such. Maxwell has gone over the top again. Has this one got the legs for 6? And it is finally the first 6 of the Australian second innings. 77 metres. Perfectly timed shot. Pace of the ball and gets under it and helps it on its way. And lands over the inner rope there. Glances away. They'll come back for 2. This could be a very dangerous run that may be run out. Maxwell coming back for the second, and he's been run out. The turn, unfortunately, his turn was very slow. Second run had already been called, and well, he's well and truly short of his crease there. A very dangerous batsman is run out for 31. The wicketkeeper Stoners comes in. Australia, 4 wickets remaining. Last of the recognised batsmen. .87 for victory. Oh, and a collapse is on its way. Stoners' first ball has cut, found the edge, and has been caught in the slips. And the last of the recognised Australian batsmen has been out for a golden duck. He'll be very disappointed with that effort. Australia really needing him to make a score here. Very unhappy batsman right now. We'll bring Pat Cummins to the crease. Pat Cummins can play some shots, but not a recognised batsman. He's capable of holding an end. It's all up to Steve Smith at the moment. Pakistan steaming in, on strike, on fire, looking for a hat-trick and a very good delivery. Pat Cummins just good enough to hold that one out. Last ball of the 63rd over remaining. 7 for 337, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, things and it's. We have a astronomical game on our hands here. Chasing 422. Ball starting to move. Little bit of late swing just on the odd ball. 2 of them on that over. And the spinners are getting a lot of turns. So Steve Smith, he's going to have to put his head down and play an absolute gem of an innings here. And with a bowler bowling like that, he's in for a very comfortable day, should that be the case. 77.8k an hour. A fast spinning ball there that just went straight through. And Smith holds that one out. Well, follows the line, plays it straight. No cracks in the pitch. It just seems a very dull pitch, but it has got just enough in it. Tries to sweep. No single taken. Seven for 337. 422 is the total for the win. Marsh plays it a wide one there. I don't know why the run was abandoned originally, but they come back for a comfortable second nonetheless. That last ball, 78.8. A very quick bowl from a spinner. Smith retains a strike. 2 balls remaining in the 64th. Oh boy, he lets that go, and did that turn back in? Oh boy, it certainly did. That almost went over the top of the bails. And Smith takes a single. They're just going to stay with the one. It's the last ball of that over. And decide to look after Cummins and keep Smith on strike. Well, those balls are turning and drifting. So for the spinners, it's been a very good pitch. For the pacemen, not so much. Nonetheless, Australia 7 for 340. And, well, not quite where that was meant to be placed. This man has to take the majority of the strike here. Sit away. They too slow on the turn. That would have led to a run out. So the boys did call two straight away, and Smith wasn't really interested in the second. So that brings Cummins on strike. Pakistan with a good opportunity of another wicket. Cummins says, you can have the opening bat, mate. I've seen enough of it for my innings. Oh, Smith has got up and under that one, and that's going to go all the way. And second bounce lands on the rope. Not quite timed, but had enough on it just to get through. And plays that into the ground. Oh, they're going to abandon the run here. We cannot... Oh, it was a direct hit. Had that run have not been pulled back, well, Cummins would have been on his way back to the pavilion, extremely unhappy with Smith. That's what would have happened. Nonetheless, they're both still out there. That ball coming back in. They will take a single here. Last ball of the over. And Smith will retain the strike. 135k an hour, that ball. Smith facing Hafiz. 2 for 65. He got the 2 early wickets. Slower ball. Smith gets under it. That's going to find its way to the boundary. And Australia fighting back. Smith playing well. Very fast delivery from a spinner. 74.5. Haven't seen any flight from any of the spinners at present. No flight deliveries. Smith holds that one out. There's a man in close on his leg, there for bat pad. And very, very short. And plays that one straight. Just pushes it away. 7 for 351. Inching closer towards that victory. Pakistan sense another wicket. 7 for 351. Oh, and I think that is going to be out LBW, because there may be an appeal. To me, that looked like it was turning back on, was going to take leg stump. I hope they don't challenge it. They are going to challenge it, and we're going to see a wicket drop here, ladies and gentlemen. Smith will be out LBW. I am extremely confident of this. Legal delivery. That ball turned really, really. And... well, he's been hit on the buttocks, the upper thigh buttocks. That may have drifted just across leg, but it certainly looked like this was going to be a wicket to me. So certainly no catch there. The appeal must have been for a catch for some reason. Bat was nowhere near it. It's hit the upper thigh, lower buttocks. No, it hasn't. Oh, it's hit both. It's been just the edge of the knee roll off the buttocks. So catch was taken. That should bring us to the Hawkeye. Outside off, and this ball really did turn back in. So impact was outside off. It was going, well, that is not the line that ball held. It was definitely across middle and leg. Umpire's call, it has to be at least half of the ball going on to hit. There must be half of the ball hitting the stump for that decision to be overturned. And, well, Australia have just dug themselves a tremendous hole. And Smith out ridiculously. And he was the man that really needed to stay out there. Australia in extreme trouble. Can the tail enders do anything here? It's going to mean Cummins will have to be the main striker. if any shots are to be played. Stark, the left-hander, not a very good batsman. Can hit the odd ball. Defends that one out. You are kidding me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and its. We have got a conclusion on our hands here. Pakistan have just come back at a rate of knots, extremely aggressive, and that ball once again defying all logic. I cannot believe this garbage this game is doing. The pitch has been behaving really strangely all innings. The last man, Zampa, comes out the bat. No wickets remain for Australia. I'm going to watch that replay because that was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Once again, the laws of physics in this game are null and void. And that ball has hit the bat down onto the pad and bounced up. And that is the second wicket that has fallen the exact same way. Well, this game will cheat you, and we've seen that twice in this innings. Nonetheless, no wickets remaining. Pakistan need one to win. Australia need to fight through this. And Zampa, absolutely no batting skill. And Cummins, known for a couple of big hits and generally out. So a lot of work to do here. Not a great deal of skill. Cummins goes for the straight one. The men are back. This should not be caught. It probably will be, knowing my luck in this game. Just hit the side screen and gone away for a boundary. Well, it's all happening here. A very nice shot indeed. No wickets remaining for Australia. The captain, Pat Cummins, has just gone, well, somebody has to do something. All of our batsmen are now at. The scorecard looks like this. So once Labuschagne was out, just resulted in a dismal collapse. Farmer Mike with 161. Harris a fairly good 40. Mitch Marsh, quick fire 17. And Labuschagne a very good 69, and pretty dismal from there on. So at 6 for 337, 7 for 337, and now we're 9 for 351. So Australia, they're going to have to do something special here. No wickets remaining, many runs to get. Could be 1,000 for these two batsmen. Plenty of time left. It's still day 4. Another day to bat. I don't see these two batsmen being able to see a whole entire day played. And a single taken here. There'd be one less to get. 9 for 357. Target 422. Australia collapsed in the first innings as well. Very much the same way as here. They were well and truly short of the first innings total, and Pakistan had the remainder of the first total put onto their second innings, and that had taken them to 422. Australia fighting hard. Zampa, not a very good batsman by any means. He has let that one go. No chances left. And we'll have to play some very good cricket from here with some very unskilled batsmen. So, single not taken. Cummins to bring the strike. And, well, now we've got some drift and we've got some late movement. So, not an easy task for two tail-end batsmen. Zampa mainly. Cummins times it. It's fielded. Field's been brought in. Can Australia do it from here? Been very well fielded. A short leg there. That was hit into him fairly hard. Plays on the onside, playing against the spin. No run taken. Every run is crucial here. Field set to cut every single off. And sweeps will bring about a single. The fielder sleeping there. Australia move up to 358. No wickets remaining. 9 down. Havis 4 for 70. Needs one more for his 5. And Zampa plays straight. Last ball of the over. And floats that one up. Zampa good enough to time that one and gets away. Captain's on strike. Captain at the crease. A lot of pressure on this man right now. And smashes that through. Will that go to the boundary? It's going to pull up short. And they'll have to run 2. They're coming back for the 3rd. The outfielder's not in a terrible hurry. And Zampa will take the strike. First ball of this over down. Zampa's got 5 to face. Ball starting to late swing. And comes back in. Zampa leaves that one be quite intelligently. And, goes back to middle. Can't afford an LBW decision. Drives that one hard. He should have left that one go. It's fielded at mid-on. Mid-off. And watches that one go through to the keeper. 361. Target 422. Ever so close, but yet so very, very far. One runs to win, no wickets remaining. Oh boy, that one came through pretty quick. 134.9. It seemed a lot quicker than that. Havis 4 for 70. And defended away from that leg man there. Fieldsmen are in very close here. And Cummins not able to push it through the gap. One mistake here and it's all over. And can't quite find the gap there. Both batters not very confident. Been dollied up and a single taken. And 362. Pakistan needing just the 1 wicket, and that will bring not only the close of the Australian batting but a win to the test. A very, very dangerous delivery there. Havis searching for that 5th. Straight ball. They'll get a single. They'll come back for 2. No, they decide against it. It's really not worth it. Zampa will retain the strike. Yes, and a little bit of spin both ways there, but very, very late. So these tailenders do have a slight chance, a very slight chance of being able to just work the ball around. And a comical run-out attempt there. Cummins back on strike. He's going to have to play a captain's knock, even though he's not the most classiest of batsmen. He's got up and under that. One bounce over the rope. we can push the field back, it'll give Zampa an opportunity to get a single whenever he gets on strike, but it's going to take a lot more than what we see just here at present. .368, 54 to win. Cummins doesn't want any part of that third delivery. 138.8. And once again, lets that one go through. Skipper trying to save his side. And a very good delivery there. Leg cutter. Held just outside off, cutting back in. And Cummins just good enough to hold that one out. Straight drives, nobody there. I'll turn for the second. It will be fielded, and they'll be content with two. That'll bring Zampa back on strike. Zampa a long way from the stumps there. He's given the spinner a free shot, and we'll get a single. Australia edging closer to the 400. It's a very, very difficult task, however. And Cummins well and truly back in his crease. Just flicks it off the legs and will only be a single there. Puts Zampa back on strike. I don't know what else to do at the moment. He's going to have to do something. Quick single taken. Rotating the strike. Cummins back on strike. 3 balls remaining in the over. 1 wicket remaining. And tries to drive. Fielded at mid-off. Fielded at, yeah, lefty. Mid-on. We'll make that mid-on. He's a righty. And defended. Just pushed away. Very dangerous defensive shot there. The tail ender can't quite get timing on him. Push the man back for the cut shot. Single taken. They'll have to hurry. And does make it home. And Cummins keeps the strike. Pressure is on the Australians immensely. Pakistan needing only 1 more wicket. Cummins has gone for it. It's just going to clear that fielder and it will race away for a boundary. Australia doing their best to fight back and win this test match, first test match. And at one moment there, they looked like they were going to get it quite comfortably, and Pakistan picked up their boots and have come back in absolute professionalism form. .44 runs to win. 43 to win. Pakistan needing only the wicket. They'll have to hurry. Oh, 42 to win. Pakistan have brought the men up, cut the single off. Cummins on strike. 2 balls this over remaining. And plays across the line and the ball holds its line. Pakistan know they need only the 1 wicket. Oh, what a lovely shot. Skipper has decided there's no one there and we are going to square drive this. A Freedy coming back on, 2 for 62 off his 17 overs. Just over 3.5 economy rate. Bowls a slightly slower ball, 138.7, straight to the fieldsman at cover. And that ball just swinging very late. Keeper taking that one across the leg side stump. Zampa looking for a single. And takes the run. Good running between these two to bring Cummins back on strike. 139.4, a slightly faster delivery there. And the field is still up a fair bit. And Cummins onto that one very quickly, but didn't go anywhere. Retakes his centre guard, loosens up. He knows the victory's within scent, yet only 1 wicket remaining. And he takes it, and he square cut that one again. They'll come back for 2. And they'll settle on that. The return throw very good, but a 3rd run would have been on the cards. So pressure on Cummins now to find a single. And they scamper for it and comfortably home in the end. Well, we've got some movement out in the middle now. It's been a very strange pitch. No wickets remaining. Target 422. And that one has come back in. Well, the ball 75 overs old. And Cummins just holding that one out. 135.8 k an hour. 4 balls remaining in this over. .34 runs for victory. A very sloppy ball there by the bowler. Fieldsmen are in close enough to cut the single off, but can turn around and take a catch. So Cummins decides to go for it. Will it clear that fieldsman there? It just clears him. 1 bounce over the rope and picked the gap in the field there very well. Not a known batsman, but can hit them fairly well when he gets hold of them. But at 9 down, no wickets remaining, it was a very risky shot. Trying to get his side within striking range of that 422. Just a little bit too far out for these two batsmen, I believe. And full defensive shot results in a single. Zampa's going to have to take strike. He's going to have to see this ball out. And just good enough to hold that one. And Australia move on another over. With a very unusual sporadic type of pitch. So Cummins to take the strike. 29 runs for victory. Oh, cracks it square. And will it go all the way? It's slowing up in the outfield. I think it's got just enough on it. And has just beaten the fieldsman to the boundary. Cummins doing everything he can for a win. Pakistan have played just immaculately well. Did have 3 drop catches during the match though, so technically Australia have already been bowled out. But as cricket goes, it sometimes works with and works against. And he square cut again, this time off the front foot, very square. And that will run to the boundary better, and it does. 138.5. These two tail enders have put a partnership on. Pakistan scratching their heads, knowing they only need one wicket for the victory. We are on our normal settings, so it's just this pitch isn't very lively at all. It's got a little bit of movement, but nothing like we're used to seeing. And holds that one out. Halfway through the 76, Australia move over 400. 21 for victory. No wickets remaining. And no run there. Oh, a little bit of sloppy work by cover fieldsman, but nonetheless no run was taken. So, well, they would like to have a look at the replay. And Cummins threw that shot just a little bit early too, so very hard to get these tail enders timing right. It is a very, very fine line, and they mainly get edges most of the time. And that ball got some zip on that. It took off the crease and was heading northbound very, very quickly. Oh, they've brought the man square. Cummins thought he was pretty safely through. They're going to take a single from an overthrow. And that's it. So, a bit of entertainment in the dying session. Drinks are out on the field. That brings a close of the session. The batsman will come out having to start again. Maxwell started off very comfortably and was out to a beautiful, beautiful catch. So a very dismal looking card. The middle order there collapsing, bar Labuschagne. And, well, Cummins putting on a fight, trying to bring his team home. The bowling has been very exceptional by Pakistan. If I can bring it up, thank you very much. We have Hafiz at 4 for 76 off 16 overs, going for 4.75 and over. No extras given. Afridi went a long time wicketless, was absolutely punished in the beginning. He's come back for 2 for 75. So this should be the last session, and the victor will come out of this shortly. A wicket for Pakistan to win, and just 20 runs for the Australians. So 139.4. Ali starts with a wide one. Cummins on strike, the better of the two batsmen out here. Very wide. Cummins chases it, gets away with it. They're going to turn for two. And Cummins says, well, it's too early in the over, son. I'm going to have to take a few more. And they settle on two. Not much confidence in Zampa's batting at present. 9 for 404. Australia so close to victory. Pakistan even closer. And smashes that through the covers again. I'll turn for two. The ball may not make it. There's not a great deal of power out there. It's been pulled back from the boundary. And Zampa too slow on the run, so they'll only get the three. And Zampa will have to face three balls. Cummins brings up a 50. 7 boundaries, 108 strike rate. Captain's knock, you could say. Job's not over yet. Zampa's on strike. A very, very low-skilled batsman. 3 balls to face. Fields in close, cutting the single off. Lets that one go. It comes back inside. A bit of a cutter. A little bit of late swing on the out there. Ali none for 67. 9.4 overs. Bowls another wide one. Well, Pakistan, the captain should be having a chat to his bowler there, not clapping his hands and giving him a nod. He should be straight on line and length. Last wicket remaining for victory. and the worst batsman on the field. And Zampa lets that one go through as well. He's done very well to survive the over. Tail ender, Cummins there. He can play some shots, but not a recognised batsman. And he's pushed it around fairly well. So Pakistan relieving pressure with some very sloppy bowling. 407, chasing 422 Australia. Cummins, no one home. Drives it through mid-on and brings up a glorious, glorious boundary. Well, it wasn't so much a terrible ball, it was just a great shot. 54 from 47, 411 from 422, 11 runs for victory. Cummins senses that there's a few runs to be taken. They're going to turn for two. The outfield looks fairly fast and it will make the boundary. The runs get shorter and shorter for the Australians. Pakistan only need the one opportunity here. It's not over till that ball is finally the final run taken. That was played along the carpet. That's an absolutely openers kind of shot. Cummins really pulling out everything to save his side from a first test loss. 7 runs for victory. Goes the leg side. He's tucked it away beautifully. And, well, that ball hasn't got enough to reach the boundary. They turn for 3 and has been fielded. But, unfortunately, the hand has hit the rope as the ball has touched. I believe that to be the case. Was brought up with a boundary there. We'll have another look at this. And we'll just slow things down a little. And if the marker stays on the ball, that would be lovely. Thank you very much, game. And we can zone in here and see, well, that fieldman was nowhere near it. And we'll just spin the camera around. I think he fielded that and had his foot over the line, and he did. And that's what, well, it's a fine line. Either way, it was a boundary, and whatever your opinion of it is, it still results in 4 runs. And a huge swing and a miss. Should have been a very, if he was going to play that shot, it should have been very square and off the front foot. So 3 runs for victory. 1 tries to drive. He does drive. He's not going to take a single here. It should have been taken. Zampa, they need a single here. Can't afford to have Zampa on strike. 3 runs for victory. Pakistan needing only 1 wicket. Bowling very well. And very late through that shot, Cummins. That ball going across him, swinging out. Very nail-biting end to this first test match between Australia and Pakistan. Melbourne Cricket Ground. Australia at home. And, well, Pakistan tactic is try and get Australia to swing it something wide. And Zampa, not a very good skilled batsman, so just anything on the wicket, the castle, he'll try and just defend out. Another very sloppy delivery from Pakistan. They need only 1 wicket. They've got the worst batsman on the field. And they don't want to put it on his stumps. So Zampa being let off last over, and looks like the same for this over. They need to play at the short ball. Intimidation won't work here. 3 runs for victory. New ball will be taken at the 80th over. Australia would like to finish these 3 runs before the new ball comes. And another wide one. Pakistani captain should have a word to his bowler there. 1 for 104. He's been absolutely smashed off his 17.4 overs. Zampa drives. Oh, he's driven beautifully. He may get a boundary out of this. Will that be the winning runs? It looks like, well, ladies and gentlemen, Australia have just managed to scrape home. And what a great test match that was. So 1 out of 3. Australia go into the second test 1-0. Second test, I think, is at the Gabba, and the third will be in Sydney. Well, what a great game that was. We'll come back with the second test between these two sides. And, well, I got player of the match. I think one of the Pakistani bowlers there should have done that. Zepa's bowling he got a fifer. And Hafiz was the best of the Pakistani bowlers there, but Australia bring it home. So that's 1-0. We'll come back maybe late this afternoon, if not tomorrow morning, for a live stream of the second test. Pakistan needing to win that one. And we'll just wait for the game to save and we'll exit. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, things and its. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of Australia versus Pakistan at Melbourne Cricket Ground first test. And we will be back with the second test at the Adelaide Oval. Thank you for watching.